Okay, what's up, YouTube? It's Basic AI one more time. About to give you another video. Remember to leave a like, share, and subscribe. So I want to talk to you guys about this topic. Now, this has been a topic that I've been watching a lot of different YouTube videos and people talking about different things related to AI. And it's so many opinions, so many different views, whether it be related to AI generated music, AI generated art, videos. A lot of people are looking at everything as AI slop, and I feel like I want to come out and make a video defending AI because I don't really see a lot of people actually speaking positively about AI. There's really a lot of negative people. Everybody is so negative and nobody really wants to actually speak positively about AI because I do believe that AI adds so much value, and it's crazy how everybody that I see on YouTube, and then there's not enough on the opposite side of the issue. There's not enough people that's coming out really defending AI. Where are all the people that's using AI art to come out and talk about AI and the benefits of AI? I've seen AI Samson did a video, and I saw somebody else said something, but it's like people are so scared of this topic. It's like they're allowing the artists to bully us. They're allowing these people that because they're creatives or because they were the ones that were doing it before AI, we're allowing them to bully us, and nobody is standing up and speaking up for AI. And I just want to do that. I want to come out and I want to speak out for AI as an AI enthusiast, as somebody that is constantly making content with AI and have amazing visions for content that I plan to make in the future with AI. I want to be that person to come out and stand up for AI. And I want to touch on mainly two sets of people. So the main two sets of people I notice the most issue, or who have the most issue with AI, are the artists and the musicians, especially the artists. Especially our artists are the most complaining, crying. They cry more than anybody else. I'm going to keep it real. They are the most crying set of individuals I've ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous how these people cry, and it's crazy. But I want to address these two sets of people. First of all, let me address the artists. Now, the thing is, these people are just elitists when you really think about it. They're all just elitists, and they're all just jealous and envious and gatekeepers, really. They don't want anybody, they're haters, they're hated ass people, and they don't want to see anybody achieve anything. Every single time you hear artists come out and talk about why AI art is bad, they come up with the fact that they put in how many 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 hours in art, and that's why they're the only ones that should be allowed to make art and nobody else should, because they put in the time, energy, and effort. So because of that, no one else should be allowed to create. They're the only ones should be allowed to create. If you think about what you guys are doing, you guys are the same ones that speak negatively about gatekeepers, but you guys are doing the same exact thing. I don't know if you guys are really paying attention to what you're saying, because you're doing the same thing that gatekeepers do. Same exact thing that gatekeepers do, you guys are doing it. Because what you're essentially saying is that because you put in all this time, it is not okay for somebody else that didn't put in the time to be able to do stuff. What you have to understand is that everyone don't have the opportunities that you have. It's really hating when you think about it. I've thought about an example for this, and it's like the story of Cain and Abel. You can think of that. That's a good analogy in a way, where Cain felt like he put in so much work and he put in so much time and he did so much, and Abel didn't put in nearly as much as he did. He didn't sacrifice nearly as much as he did, but God accepted Abel's sacrifice as opposed to his sacrifice. And because of hate and envy and grudgeful, he ended up killing his brother. So I'm just saying, it's the same thing. You guys are not recognizing what you're doing. You guys are using hate and grudge to hate other people just because other people are putting out works. And the thing is, that's why I recognize it's not really about art. And it's not about the art that you guys are putting out. It's more about the money and the fame and the compensation and the glory that you get out of it. That's what bothers you so much, because of the fact that you can no longer go on Fiverr and do artwork and make money for it, because everybody's just going to use AI art now. So because of that, because you can't use it as something to supplement your livelihood, because it's not something that you can essentially use to gain fame and popularity, because it's not something that you can use to monetize in whatever way, because of that, you guys are upset about people that don't necessarily have artistic talent being able to create it. The reality of it is, you guys are just gatekeepers when you think about it. You guys are doing the same thing that the elites do. Just because you have a skill, just because you know something. Listen, I'm sorry to say, AI does not care about your 10,000 hours or your 20,000 hours. That's just the reality. And we all have to live in this reality now. It's not just y'all, it's everyone. Everyone that has a skill. I'm a coder by profession. And have you seen what these models are capable of doing with code? A lot of us are going to lose our jobs. It's just the reality. I can't complain about it. It is what it is. It's the next evolution. I've got to improve my skills. I got to get some AI skills and evolve with the technology. I got to adapt. I'm going to have to adapt in order to be able to make money now, because I may lose my job within the next 5 years, because I am essentially going to be obsolete. A lot of us are going to be obsolete in a lot of ways, but it doesn't mean that we can't be productive. It doesn't mean that we still can't be creative. It doesn't mean that we can't create. We got to look at the technology and adapt or die. It's really that simple. We got to look at the technology and see where we can have an impact for whatever we're doing, for whatever projects, whatever workflows, or whatever ideas or concepts that we have. You look at the technology and you try to use it to your advantage. The thing is, you guys already put in the 20,000, 30,000 hours. You guys already have the skills. So you're already coming in with an advantage, as opposed to people like me or other people that don't have the skills to do art, right? You guys already have an advantage on us, to where you're going to be able to create much better art than us anyways, because you have the theory down. You know the concepts, you know all the ideas, you know all the different ways to get certain things. You understand lighting, you understand textures, you understand all these different concepts. You've mastered your craft to the point where now AI is an additional tool to your toolkit, to where you can create stuff that you didn't even imagine creating. But because of your mastery, your skill set, and your tool set, now you're capable of doing things beyond the norm. Like, a normal person is never going to be able to create better art than a trained artist, somebody that's been doing art for years. Like, a random person out there is not going to be able to do that unless they put in the work too. You understand what I'm saying? So for you guys to want to gatekeep and make it seem like it's so wrong for people that don't have the artistic skills. Not because you don't have skills. Creativity, you don't require skills to be creative. You don't require skills to have ideas. That is something within all of us, right? Everyone is creative in their own way. And creativity does not require the skills to do a particular thing. I could have a creative mind, but I may not be able to paint. I may not be able to draw. But it doesn't mean that I don't have a creative mind. It doesn't mean I can't imagine stuff. It doesn't mean I can't think about stuff. It doesn't mean I don't have great ideas. I could have amazing ideas and amazing concepts within my head, but because I don't have the actual skills to put it on paper or to put it on a canvas, then nobody gets to see those ideas. Now AI gives us all the tools. I always say AI takes away all the excuses. There's no excuses now. There's no excuses, because essentially everyone has all the tools to do whatever they need to do to create. It just opens it up for everybody. It opens the gates up for everybody. You guys want to keep the gates shut for yourselves. And I'm sorry to say, you're not going to put the toothpaste back in the tube. I'm sorry to say. Y'all just got to get over it. I'm just going to keep it 100% real. You guys are just going to have to get over it because the genie's out of the bottle. You're not going to put the toothpaste back in the tube. It is what it is. It's just this AI thing, this AI train left the station. It ain't coming back. I'm telling you, it ain't coming back. And it's just going to get better and better and better. And it's just going to have more and more impact on society and the world that we live in. And this also goes for the artists, the musicians. Also in the music community, there's a lot of this going on as well. Now, Timbaland, you guys should know who he is. He's a very well-known, renowned producer within the industry. He's worked with tons of great artists, great musicians, Missy Elliott, just you name it. He's worked with so many great artists, Jay-Z. I mean, he is known within the industry as one of the GOATs in terms of music production. And he recently put out a post that he is going to be signing an AI artist. And everybody got their pitchforks. Everybody was up in arms. The hate, the blackmail, the disrespect. It was crazy how these people, and listen, this man is a respected man within the industry. This dude put on so much people. He does live streams every week, putting people on, promoting their music, giving people a highlight on his platform, doing this for free, doing all this for free. And he never got no credit for that. But as soon as he put out something that he's going to be creating an AI artist, all of a sudden, everybody want to destroy him for just doing something different. Just being different. Everybody want to destroy him for that. But yeah, hey man, people was up in their feelings. Everybody had their pitchforks out. The whole black community, the whole music community was out after him. It was ridiculous. I guess it is what it is. When you're different or you stand out, when you go against the grain or you do stuff that's different or people don't expect it, that's what it is. But the same problem with the artists. It's the same exact situation where all these artists feel like AI is going to replace them and that Suno is evil. I heard this one dude on his live stream came out and said that he was demonic. AI is demonic. Suno's demonic. And I'm like, what is this guy talking about? People are going nuts over this AI thing. It's ridiculous. People have taken this thing to a whole new level where it's like, I am confused as to what people are even saying. And the reality of it is, I think AI is just exposing the music industry, if I'm going to be real. Because music, if we're going to be honest with you, what's the biggest complaint about music, say the last 20 to 25 years? How trash it's been? Isn't that the major complaint that everybody has always had about music? How regressively trash music has become? How much music has become just more and more trash? To the point where the music that is popular now is stupid TikTok songs. Isn't that what we've always said about music? And so why are we then complaining about AI music? If you want to say AI music is trash, then that's not different from the human music, which is also trash. So it's just trash for trash. And the reality of it is, AI is just a niche music. It's a niche music for people that enjoy AI music. If you don't enjoy AI, and that's another thing too. If you don't enjoy AI stuff, you don't have to like AI. You can still keep doing your human art, human music, whatever. People will gravitate towards you because you're doing human music or you're doing human art or whatever it is. You don't necessarily have to worry about AI. AI is its own neat stuff. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people want to completely shit on AI as if we haven't seen the music being trash. And the reality of it is, it's not about, as I said previously, it is not about the music. It's not about the art. It's about the compensation. Because over and over again, when I watch Timbaland's live stream, over and over again, the argument was, how do artists get compensated? We got to figure out a way for people to get compensated for their voice. We got to figure out a way for people to make money. Just money, 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 money. That's all everybody's thinking about. Nobody really cares. People make it seem like it's the AI music that's evil or the AI music that's trash. No, that's not the issue. The issue is that now you have something where you feel like it's a threat to your livelihood and it's a threat to your money. So all of a sudden, it's bad. It's horrible. So that tells me it has nothing to do with the actual music or the actual art that's being put out. It's the fact that it affects your livelihood, so that's why it's trash. You guys really don't care about the art. You guys really don't care about the music. It's more about you. It's all about y'all. See, that's the problem. And that's what y'all don't see. We as AI artists or AI musicians, and I'm a real musician, by the way. I'm an actual real musician. But we as people that use AI tools and build with AI, you want to ridicule us for doing that because you see us as a direct threat to your livelihood. Us doing AI does not stop you guys from doing what you was normally doing before. If you enjoy doing art, that does not change anything. The only way it's going to change anything is if you were doing art just to make money. If you was just doing art to make money off of Fiverr. So just keep it real and be like, it's really about the money. Instead of y'all trying to make it seem like AI art is a problem and it's demonic and all this, be real and say, yo, it's about the money. And that's the same thing with the music. The music has been trashed for so long and people have always been complaining about it. But all of a sudden, because AI is a threat to y'all existence as artists, y'all talk about AI do copy and paste. Y'all been doing copy and paste way before AI. Musicians, there's been so much copy and paste garbage out there in music. Drake, the biggest artist, is known to use ghostwriters and have reference tracks where he literally, it's the same exact song and all he does is change the lyrics around. He's known to, there's proof of that. He's the biggest rapper out there. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way 150. So you guys want to make it seem like, oh, it's AI. It's not AI. It's because this acts as a direct threat to you guys' livelihoods, to your money. That's really what it's about. It's not about the music. It's not about the art. So that's what I look at, and I look at it from the standpoint of people want to bring up all these different things. At the end of the day, AI does not stop you from creating. AI is just a tool. It's really a tool that you can use to build different things, to build your ideas, to build your concepts. So whether that be music, whether that be video, whether that be art, whether that be comedy, whatever it is, there's a tool to help you to build whatever you want to build. That's really what AI is about. It's allowing everybody, it's open the doors for everyone. So it doesn't matter where you're from. You have a shot just like anybody else. If you live in Africa, you don't have the money to afford certain things. You didn't have the money to go to art school to learn how to draw. If you have ideas and concepts within your head, you can draw too. And that's what AI is doing. It's opening up the gates for everyone. If you can sing or whatever, but you don't know how to make beats, you can make a beat with Suno and then sing over it. You know what I'm saying? And get it mixed and mastered and stuff like that. It opens up the gates for everyone. If you're a YouTuber and you need background music for your YouTube videos and you're worried about copyright, because if you use normal music, you're going to get copyright strike. Now you have AI, you can create music, background music for your YouTube videos so you don't have to worry about copyright strike. This is what AI does. It opens up the doors for everyone. Everyone has the opportunity now. The gatekeeping is done. The elitism is done.
So y'all could cry, y'all could moan, y'all could bitch and complain about it. It is not gonna change anything, dog. As I said, the train has left the station, bro. The train has left the station. You either gonna get with the flow, bro, or adapt or die, man. Like, it is what it is. Bro, I'm not even gonna mince words with y'all. I'm keeping it 100% real. I was keeping it 100% real. And I know this video kind of went on long. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to touch on. And I know a lot of people talking about, especially with the music or even with the art, like people should get compensated, or, you should get permission to, because it's being trained on people's stuff and you're stealing or whatever. I think the argument is dumb, to be quite honest with you, because in reality, that's not how anything works. We're all, for example, if I wanted to be a movie producer, in order to be a movie producer, I would have to learn from watching other movies, right? I would have to learn from other movie producers. That's what it is. And that would entail me watching different movies and seeing how movies work and how you are able to angle the camera a certain way to get a certain shot, and the lighting and all the different things that goes into making them, with the dialogue, everything, characters, scenery, scripts, all that. Everything that goes into making a movie, I would have to study all of that. And that would entail me training my mind, watching videos, essentially training to be a good movie producer. So it would take me years to develop those skills and ultimately be able to make movies myself. That is essentially what AI is doing. This is no different from what a human being would do. Everything that AI generates is inspired by something else. That's what the training does. The training is to create the inspiration for the AI to come up with something and to use its knowledge based on what it's seen before, based on the stuff that it's seen before, use that knowledge and create this. That's what we've done for throughout the whole of human history. That's how anything has gotten created. Everything is inspired by something else or someone else. Artwork, music, we all have inspiration. There's a reason why Bruno Mars sounds like Michael Jackson. There's a reason why The Weeknd sounds like Michael Jackson. People are inspired by other people. It is what it is. That's the way of the world. So when people come talking about, oh, you're stealing stuff and you're stealing people's training data, then don't put it in the public domain. Keep it private. If you don't want nobody to be able to use it, if you don't want people to be inspired by your stuff, if you don't want me to be able to watch your content and it be inspired by it, for example, a lot of people became YouTubers because they watch other YouTubers and how they create content, and they try to create content in a similar manner because they recognize that works. That way of doing it, it works. So if you don't want me to be able to use your style or to be able to be inspired by you, don't put your stuff out on the public domain. It's that simple. If it's on the public domain, people are going to train on it. AI is going to train on it. It is what it is. But the thing is, as I said, I'm going back to the point where I made earlier. It is not about the art. It's about the compensation and the money and the fame and all the stuff that you get from the art. It's not really about the art, because if it was about the art, you would either not care or you'd be indifferent towards this AI stuff and you continue doing what you're doing normally, or you would embrace this AI stuff. That's the reality. So that tells me what you guys' motivations are, and those motivations are taken away because of the technology. So it is what it is. Y'all got to keep it 100% real. We got to keep it real. That's the reality. So let me know what you guys think about this one. I mean, I kind of went on for a minute, but let me know what you guys think. Have a great day. Peace outside now. Peace.